What's good, Footy Culture fam? My name is Matthews, aka Matt, aka Matozinho, and boys, are United back? The most unpredictable season in Serie A. And is there a team in Europe that could win the UCL without their best player? Find out this and more on today's episode. Before we get into that, once again, I'm joined today by Dave.
What's up? What's up? I'm a Man U correspondent today.
Jeez, okay. Man like Jimmy?
What's going on, guys? Hat boys turn hoodie boys.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
You're not wearing a hoodie.
Whatever,
That ain't
man.
no hoodie, bro.
Whatever, man.
Quarter zip. We got Chris.
Hoodie boys.
And last but not least, man like Jay.
Back on my Milan ting. You dig?
How about that badge, though? Badge is looking a little wonky, bro.
Why are you putting me on blast?
Get the badge in, man. Get the badge
Why are you
in.
putting me on blast?
Get the badge in.
Badge like it's falling off.
Oh, it's on there. It's on there.
But yeah, boys. United had a big victory over the weekend against Arsenal. 3-1.
Who would have thought?
3-1. Man like Rashford coming back, brace, fed the kids, bro, and he scored.
Rashford's season, huh?
Some
They
were saying-
dominated.
They did dominate, right?
They
Big
dominated.
game from them.
Did they dominate?
They did. Second half, at least.
Second half, yeah.
First half, Arsenal were all over them.
Yeah.
I would say.
I
Arsenal
feel like
coulda had-
Arsenal kind of dominated the whole game, but I feel like
No.
United just played the
Nah.
counterattack really well. Like
No.
Arsenal were playing way too high of a line. Saliba and Gabriel were at the halfway line like all game.
Yeah.
And
High
obviously,
press.
Rashford is gonna penetrate that, and he did. Right, twice they got in behind Eriksen this the second time, then Rashford the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and then even with the Anthony goal, well worked play between the front men,
Counterattack
and then a
too.
nice finish from Anthony as well. What do you guys think about his debut?
To be honest, besides the goal, he didn't really do
Yeah,
much.
he didn't do much.
He didn't seem that active
Yeah.
on the pitch. You saw him like get the ball a few times, but besides the goal, didn't really do that
He
much.
looked a little bit nervous, though.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
he-
your
when he-
debut, right? New
didn't-
league, new team.
Yeah, he didn't try dribbling anybody, really. He like, when he get the ball, the one time he tried, he's like, I guess he messed. I can't remember if he messed it up or he got by someone. I think he
No.
shot it over. He's like, sorry. But like, yeah, he looked a little bit nervous.
Bro,
But
there was one time he tried to teeth out Ronaldo when he was younger. You see that?
Yeah.
He's in the corner. He's like
Step overs.
step over for no reason.
Hey,
That
man.
was fine. No,
United posted that on IG.
Yeah, they did.
course they
Yeah,
did,
I'm
bro.
surprised they did though.
Why?
Bro, like that looks
you
weird.
gotta get the height.
Interactions,
What
bro.
hype?
I don't know. Anthony, you know who actually sucks though, but he scored.
Rashi?
No,
Saka?
Saka. He did
He
not.
sucks.
He didn't play good at all, man.
He's been underwhelming for sure.
Saka's a good player, but
No, he's been underwhelming though for sure.
I don't know.
I don't think he had a good season so far. I mean,
No, he's been pretty bad.
from the top three, he's definitely not the best one. It's Jesus, Martinelli, than him, in my opinion.
think so? Was the
Yeah.
difference in quality that big between the three?
Yeah, Gabriel
Yeah.
Jesus on another level than the other
Gabriel
two. I think.
Jesus, not level, then Martinelli's just he's got his foot in that door.
Isn't Saka also the youngest of the three?
Yeah, okay, but the thing
But
with
he's also
Saka,
been playing the most.
the thing with
Martinelli's
Saka,
been on the bench most of the time. He's been injured. This is his first real season with him like getting a lot of minutes, just getting the start. This is Gabi's first season in the team. Saka should have more than enough experience on this team to do something, I think, in my opinion.
yeah, I don't know. Saka wasn't good, but like, okay, in that United game though, like the last like 20 minutes was terrible. I don't know if you guys saw it, but like the amount of missed passes or like balls that were given away in the last 20 minutes was absolutely terrible. I've never
Yeah,
seen that in a
it's
game in my
garbage,
life.
bro. Garbage.
But yeah, other than that last 20 minutes, yeah, the game was good. But
No, it was a fun game in my opinion.
United,
sure.
United look back.
Do you think United fans are gonna forget about that transfer fee for Anthony after that goal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's already
Nah.
it's already
It's
it's
already
already
forgotten.
forgotten.
It's already
man.
forgotten.
Nah,
I
bro,
think-
I ain't forgetting.
I think Joga Bonito's back in the Premier League.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because
When was ever in the Premier League?
I don't nonetheless it's there.
Is it
Joga. Huh?
Is it though?
Yeah, Joga Bonito's been in the Premier League. Rooney.
Robinho?
I guess.
Rooney, Ronaldo.
How long ago was that?
Cantona.
06.
Cantona too.
That's
while
back in the Premier League. Anthony's doing step overs. Did a couple last game. I think it's the start of something new in the English Premier League. Barclays.
Think so?
Jeez.
Techie.
I don't know, like-
Techie time.
Obviously, I'm surprised. Like there was a stat. Didn't you see you were saying it during our live stream. Shout out to everyone who was in the live stream. That why did Anthony get to start in
Oh,
his first game? Remember what you said that?
yeah. Let me see if I can find that.
But back to what I'm saying. Like for him to start is a big thing. To get those minutes, and obviously you're not gonna expect most from him from the first game. But he got a goal, and he got subbed off in the 60th minute. So I mean, what else do you expect from him on his first game? You
Yeah,
didn't
I
expect
mean,
him to score at all,
Yeah.
and you didn't expect him to probably play much at all either.
Yeah.
Casemiro didn't start that game. Ronaldo didn't start that game, but Anthony starts that game.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
weird because like people were making like the comparison, like, oh, like Casemiro, why isn't he starting? I guess he's not familiar with Ten Hag's tactics. Anthony obviously played with Ten Hag in Ajax, so he has that kind of familiarity with how the coach wants to play.
Yeah.
Why aren't we seeing Cristiano starting? Came back late from preseason, hasn't gelled it yet with the tactics with the new manager,
That's
right?
true.
So
There's
I don't know.
You can see it from both ways for sure. in my
Well, I
opinion.
think what Ten Hag did was, I think he got it right, though. I mean, they won 3-1. Obviously, the tactics that he had in place worked well, right? I mean, Rashford kind of playing up top, running in behind was clearly the right choice, right? I don't know if you have Ronaldo up top, as good as he is. I don't know if he's making those runs in behind, through Saliba and Gabriel that easily. And Casemiro, even too, when he came on, like, he looked a little off the pace.
Yeah, he was
A little bit. When he first came in, like, he was kind of misplacing some passes, took a little bit too long on the ball. Right, so maybe it's just going to take time, right? Obviously, these guys are very experienced, but Casemiro is coming from a system where he knew that system inside and out, right? He knew his midfield partners inside and out. He knew exactly where to be at all times. And now it's kind of a totally different formation, different play style, totally different team, totally new language as well, right? That he has to communicate with, right?
Yeah,
Everyone
sure.
kind of speaks different languages on the pitch as well. So I think in time he'll do well. But I think for now, Ten Hag got it right. 3-1 versus Arsenal, who are still top of the league,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, and still the first loss.
Not all doom and gloom, right?
Will Cristiano ever start for Man U again?
Yeah, of course. Europa
Yeah.
League.
No, he'll start games. In the
Big
Prem.
games, any big games?
Bro, it's a long season, man. We're only match day 6, match day 5.
You're
Of course
gonna
gonna get starts.
I'm telling you right now, you're gonna see Ronaldo starting most of the games now, soon. I think Ten Hag is one of those players, like coaches, like you said, like the reason why he wouldn't play like Casemiro is because McTominay's been in good form. So once one of those attackers are gonna go in bad, form starts to dip, Ronaldo's gonna take advantage of that, and he's gonna go back in the lineup, I think.
Maybe.
And like I don't know, Sancho's been doing good, Martial's been doing good, but
Best player on United.
Bruno Fernandes hasn't been that good.
No, last game he played
Did
pretty
pretty
good.
good.
Last game he played good, but like for him to not start Ronaldo means like anyone can come off that team.
Yeah, let
Be
us
benched.
let us go around the table and answer this question. Who is the best player on Manchester United? You.
Okay, I was gonna say my best players. I know people are gonna say Sancho, but Christian Eriksen.
That's what I was going to say.
Christian Eriksen. He bossed that field. He was the best player on the pitch
Yesterday.
for the game. Was it yesterday? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Bruno looked good, but Eriksen's like under the radar, but he was unreal.
Yeah, I think Eriksson as well. I think obviously like the first few games were a little bit rusty. I think against Brentford he struggled as well because he was kind of playing as like a lone 6. But I think since Ten Hag kind of tinkered with the formation a little bit, has him kind of playing as almost like an engine, beside McTominay and probably eventually beside Casemiro. I think like he's kind of been the missing piece to the puzzle in that position. And I think he kind of gets the play started, from back to front. And I think he's kind of the key player to a lot of the success. Because I mean, if you look at the third goal, was all him. Kind of making that run in behind. Even the second goal, he's the one who distributed the ball to Bruno, and then Bruno played the ball through. So, he's had like a really big part to play, and he's been playing the full 90 as well, right? And that's like, considering, what he's been through, it's crazy. You've seen him come back, thankfully, to being like, top form. And the fact that he's a free transfer as well is like a
good business right there.
bargain, man.
Yeah.
Absolute bargain time, but got to be Eriksson for me.
Yeah, I feel like Eriksen's gonna be like Casemiro's partner, like Modric was. That same type of role, where Modric just can free roam anywhere, make those passes, make those runs, get those goals, and also look into space and get those balls in. So Eriksen definitely had the best game. I think he had the best performance last game for sure. But you can't go without saying Rashford's had a great start of the season so far.
So best player, Rashi.
I'm taking Rashford for best player for now. I mean, for him to come off last season where he wasn't getting minutes, like you were saying, like
He looks happy again.
the guy was busy writing essays. So
Yeah.
like for him to come out like this strong so fast with like nothing to show for it in the beginning, like and now it's like he's just balling. I think he's gonna continue with this type of push.
Maybe.
And clearly, if Ten Hag's choosing him over Ronaldo, then like man, even that like makes you feel good. Like he's choosing me over Ronaldo. Come on.
Yeah.
I want to say right now, it's got to be Eriksson. Over these past few games, we've seen his quality for the side and how he's performed in different positions. In a pivot, as like the cam behind the striker as a false nine as well too. You've seen how Eriksson can play and then maximize his abilities in all those positions. But going deeper into the season, I think Casemiro might make a bigger impact than him, just because of the quality he has and how much help he needs to, how much he needs to help that United midfield. So I think right now Eriksson, in the future Casemiro.
For the future, that's a good one. For the future, for me, I would say the biggest thing that's going to really, show off for them is going to be the defensive partnership of Martinez and Varane.
Because they fit.
If they stay fit, Martinez is a bulldog, man.
Bro, you could tell once Maguire came on, they were like struggling.
Holy shoot!
He got a yellow card within like 30 seconds of coming
first
on.
touch,
His
yeah.
first touch was a foul. Yeah.
Like, bro, they said in Ajax his nickname was Carnicero, which means the butcher.
Jeez, Aegis.
He's aggressive, man.
The Argentine butcher,
Yeah.
Argentine butcher. So basically means he's a bulldog. Like he goes hard and aggressive.
Argentinian Gary
You can
Medel.
see that.
I was watching videos of the game. Like there's clips on Twitter of him and Gabriel Jesus he was just bodying him, hackling him, and that's what you need as a player. Like if the ref's not looking, give him a little nudge. Let him know you're there. That's the thing. Maguire doesn't do that.
My best player from United is Rafa Varane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely up there.
yeah.
Yeah. Why?
Best defender on the team.
Hmm?
Best defender in the league.
Leader.
In the league.
Yeah, yeah,
Whoa.
No.
yeah. He plays for France. He came from Madrid. Yes, he can. It's Rafa Varane. Yeah.
Jesus.
There you go.
Are you
I
gonna be
feel like he
singing?
makes up these chants.
No, I think that's a real one.
Are you gonna be singing that at the Man U game?
At Old Trafford.
Nah.
Huh?
Who's a better center back in the Premier League?
Right now,
Wooly Bally.
no, not right now.
Chelsea
I
was
think-
up there.
I think over the
Koulibaly's
season,
up
though.
there.
Koulibaly, not. He's been trash.
No, he hasn't. The whole Chelsea have been.
He scored
pretty
that
bad
one
in general.
goal and he's been kind of
But the whole Chelsea backline.
Saliba and thing.
Saliba.
Ah.
Saliba's been good besides
been
the other
good.
day, right?
Yeah,
just
I
but,
think
but
that's
they've
just
been
more
playing
like-
against bottom table.
Okay,
teams.
but yes, he can. It's Rafa Varane.
Jeez.
Okay.
You're not wrong. But no, good shout for Man U. You guys think they'll make top four? We'll finish off with that.
Now there's more of a debate. It's hard to say the top four though. I still got Spurs up there.
Nah, I don't think they'll finish top four. I think my picks are still the same. I think they'll finish like 5th or 6th. I think Spurs.
I think either one of them is gonna get it. I think Spurs are definitely gonna get it, and I think fighting for 4th is gonna be Arsenal.
Wait, so
Man.
who's getting knocked out? You don't have Chelsea
I don't
top four?
Chelsea top 4.
Oh my god.
I might have to switch. I might have to take Liverpool off.
I think Newcastle might be able to slide into top 4.
No.
No.
Yeah.
You
Come
can't.
on.
You
They
can't
didn't
say
make enough
that.
signing.
You can't say that because James is gonna owe me money.
Isak scored on his debut.
Yeah.
So what?
Trust me. And Bruno G starts clicking with him a little bit.
Saint
Wait, but
Maximin.
Saint Maximin,
didn't they end up-
hurt.
didn't
Joe
they end up-
Linton.
Didn't they end up tying that game?
Joe
though?
Lint.
Not the last game. Oh yeah, did they? Like, none of us.
Okay,
none of
you
us
win some,
recall.
you lose some. It's the bloody Premier
They
League.
didn't lose though. They just tied.
You win some, you lose
They've been
some.
playing good. Saint Maximin's been balling. If he has like a partner in crime now in Isak, then yeah, that could be dangerous.
They're still not making top 4.
No, top
They'll be
four,
they'll be
correct.
in a fight for Conference League.
Yeah.
I'll give them that.
Next year, top 4. I say.
Next year? Jeez.
They won't make Champions League until after the 2026 World Cup in Canada. We're gonna see a World Cup in Canada, but before we see Newcastle in the Champions
Oh.
League again.
I don't think so.
I've never been wrong on this show. I don't understand that.
Cap.
Cap.
That-
Stop the cap.
I haven't.
No.
Ow.
Cap.
One time.
Cap.
Huh?
Name one time.
Coleman.
Coleman. Dembele literally just said Coleman was so important to him.
So
Okay, so what?
Doesn't mean you did.
Pedri, Coleman, so important to me.
He's a good scout, not a good coach.
He didn't scout Dembele.
Yeah, but he kind of scouted Pedri in the fact that he
Not
brought
Dembele,
a
though.
young guy into the team.
Dembele said everything changed
That's
when
one
Coleman
outlier.
came.
That's one outlier. Big whoop.
The outlier.
Yo, yeah,
Not
he's
the
true.
outlier.
He's not lying. Everything did change in a bad way, though.
How? No, he said it in a good way. Everything changed.
How in a good way, bro?
Look at how he's playing now. It's because of Coleman.
Because of
Because
Xavi.
of Xavi, bro.
What do you mean
Xavi gave him
Coleman?
confidence.
No, you gotta look at it like this.
Dembele was good
What
at
are you
Dortmund. though.
talking
Xavi
about?
took over Coleman's direction of Dembele.
No.
It's like with the Warriors.
What are you talking
No.
about?
Yeah.
Now
How?
you're just spewing this just to
You're
start
waffling.
shit.
You're
No,
waffling.
trust me.
No.
You're
You don't
spewing this just to
understand.
start something
No.
now.
It's like the Warriors.
How?
No, but he didn't make Dembele good. Dembele was already good.
Yeah, wait. So wait, then Dembele was never good. Then is what you're
He
saying.
was, but Coleman gave him that push, and then Xavi carried that
No.
push.
So wait. So you're saying that Coleman gave him the push. So then, how many years before that was he there for?
It's been what, 5 seasons here at Barca?
Yeah. So what? 3 years he's done nothing then. So
Pretty
then
obvious. Yeah, he was injured.
Oh, but I
injured.
thought you said 5 years he's been good.
I never said that. When did I say that?
You're crazy, man.
I didn't say he was good all 5 years.
Dude.
He was clearly injury riddled the first 3.
So he's only good the last 2 because of Koeman.
Coleman's a big reason for that. Yes.
You're crazy.
I don't know. I think Xavi's a
He
bigger
said it
reason for
himself. I think I'm crazy. Is Dembele
that.
crazy?
What
then?
was the reason?
Dembele-
The belly's a little bit crazy.
What was the reason?
What?
What was the reason?
He instilled that confidence in him.
That's
What
he said?
confidence?
What?
What
Look, look how confident he is now.
Because of Xavi.
Oh my
Xavi
God.
helped bolster that.
Come
I
on.
don't know.
You're crazy.
He had-
you,
he had
you
confidence
think I'm
in
just coming up out of this from the sky? Dembele said it today in a sport interview.
No.
Yes.
I don't trust you.
Yes. It's front page.
I can't trust a guy when the badge is falling off your shirt, bro. I can't trust you.
It's not. It's stuck on
It's
there.
sitting. It's sitting. I mean,
Just
The
joking.
thing when it, bro, what Dembele said about Coleman, it's when he. This is the quote. There was a point where I was so afraid of injuries, I would worry about getting injured after doing every turn. Everything changed when Coleman came.
Game exactly.
What, he fixed his bones?
Gave him the
Yeah, what,
confidence.
Coleman's a doctor now? I didn't know.
No, he
brought
probably
in a
gave him
good
the
physio.
confidence.
Yeah,
He
he
brought
brought
in
a
a
good
good
physio.
No, he
team.
clearly gave him the confidence to play. Like, you know what? You're more than your injuries. You could be that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
about that,
You
bro.
think so?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. What
That's
you're-
a hot take.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know where you're spewing this.
But maybe
from.
you're right. We'll see.
Yeah,
Time is
we
the only
shall
thing
see.
that will
Oh,
tell.
See what are you going to see?
Well, we're gonna see if Newcastle's gonna make the Champions League or not.
Yeah.
Before the World Cup in Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were
Where
talking
do
about
we get Dembele
What
from
the
that?
hell?
Exactly.
Oh, no, because Jay said he was never wrong on the show, and then we
Oh,
brought
yeah,
up
true, true,
Oh,
true,
yeah.
a
true.
time where he was wrong, but he was still right.
So tell us what's on your mind.
I was going to say, speaking of Barca, big performance over the weekend. 3-0 over Sevilla.
Sevilla
Clean
looked dog
sheet.
water.
They are garbage, bro. The first, 20, 15 minutes, Sevilla, had a few chances to score, but
They're standing.
they're standing. Proving to be pretty good this season, man. He started off the season well. They had a really good game this past weekend. He looks like he's back, man.
How's
you know
Sevilla
why?
been this year, though?
You know why it looks like he's back? Because he
Yeah.
finally has good defenders in front of him.
That helps.
Finally, bro.
I hate when fans who disrespect the players, like don't keep that same energy and then
How?
come back. I hate
That's
it.
just being real.
Are you calling out Matthews right now?
What?
That's just being
No,
real.
being real is saying he's not playing good and needs to improve. Calling him nicknames like Ter Standing, Ter what?
To terrorists?
Ter terrorist? Like, no, that's disrespect.
Okay, so the better
Disrespecting Ter Stegen, disrespecting Dembele. No,
Banter,
you're not
bro.
allowed to support him now.
Why?
You're not allowed to cheer for him.
Why? I can't make fun of someone?
No, you got to keep that same energy.
I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Keep that same energy.
But why?
When Dembele scores in the Champions League final,
So what? I gotta be
And-
mad?
and no,
Because
no,
I
you're
gotta-
not gonna be
so what,
mad.
I gotta support the agenda that I don't like him?
no, keep that same energy
But why?
because
Because why?
it shows your waste when you
How?
do that.
People change.
Shows your
Yeah,
waist.
people change.
People change.
I gotta be
People's-
stuck in my old ways?
People's attitudes change towards something.
Yeah, but and then if he goes back to another bad spot, you're gonna call him those nicknames again.
Okay, yeah, that's how the
No,
cycle
that
works.
shows you're not keeping that same energy. That shows you haven't changed.
But that's
Ow.
football, bruv.
No,
That's football.
I
It's all
can't-
up-
I agree
that's
with
all
Jay.
ups
I
and
would not
downs.
disrespect my players like that.
I
That's
agree with Jay. You
football.
shouldn't disrespect.
Disrespecting Umtiti.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
deserves
he did
it, bro.
nothing.
He was
No.
rinsing the club, bro. Rinsing. You'd fail medicals on purpose just to stay at Barca and catch a bag?
That shows you have no mentality. Wait, you're
That shows he has no
no
mentality.
No, we're not
We
going.
went through this.
We're
We
not
went
going
through
into this again. But it just shows you have no mentality.
Okay.
Yeah, let me give up the bag these guys gave me for the values of the club. That
for
mean
what,
nothing
Jay?
to
I'm
me.
thinking about a
Wait,
club
wait, wait.
perspective. No, I'm not thinking about his perspective.
He doesn't owe anything to the club.
So then
Yeah,
why-
but
why-
I support the club. I don't support him,
Okay,
which is what I'm saying at the end of the day.
so you're gonna boo him.
I support the club, not the players that decide not to leave.
So you're gonna boo a grown, honest man
So
for
I sh- so
that's
I
trying
sh-
to get a paycheck.
So I should stop being a
A
Barca.
grown honest man, he's not working. He's collecting food stamps, bro. He's
He
unemployed.
is working. He's not getting selected in the lineup. That's not his choice.
Because he's ass. Why would I start?
Exactly. So you're gonna boo him for being trash.
Why would I?
You're booing a player for being trash.
I'm booing a player because he's not performing.
Someone
which
can't
the-
work. You let go.
How
of
is
him.
he not performing? He's not getting minutes.
Because he's ass.
Exactly. So how is he not performing?
Because
He's not
ass.
playing.
Exactly. He can't perform because he's ass.
Yeah, in any other place of work, someone's not performing, you get rid of them.
Yeah.
No.
No.
You're not performing in your job because
Someone
you
doesn't
can't
show up to
perform at
work.
this job.
Someone's injured for a long period of time.
But he's
Someone
showing
can't
up
do
to
their
work.
job.
Yeah, he's showing up to
He's showing
work.
He's
up
not doing his job, though.
He's showing up to
How?
work.
His job?
half-assed,
No.
and doesn't want to do anything.
His job is to go there and train. His job isn't to get selected in the lineup. That's not his choice.
Yeah.
That's not his. That's
true.
not his
That's
choice.
true.
What do you do? What do you play? So,
He-
what do you play footy for? To go train?
Yes,
There's lots of players
You
on
go
every
there to
team. There's
train.
players that don't play.
Yeah, but what's your point of doing?
Are you just gonna?
but that's not his choice that he's not
So
playing.
just showing up to train.
It's-
Yes, which is his job.
You guys had
His job's to play
Pinsolio on the
football.
bench for
What?
the past
And
like,
he
6
is.
years. And he
How
doesn't
old-
do.
No, he's not.
Wait, how old's the guy?
He's like 34, 35. But like he's been
Yeah,
on the. He's
well,
just been
of
riding the bench.
course, because he knows he's not that level.
Wait,
I don't think
which
he's not that
player?
level. Pinsolio. He's been on
How
the.
much does he make?
I don't know. Obviously,
Exactly.
It doesn't
Umtiti's one of
matter.
the high-
I'm
one
just
of the
giving you
highest earning center
examples.
backs in the
Okay,
world.
okay, but did Umtiti get that bag when he was not playing?
No, you got it because we had an incompetent board.
He was also one
But
of
he
the
was
best
also
center backs
playing
in the
very
world.
good at the time.
He was one of the best center backs
He
in the world.
was.
Yeah.
Things change. Exactly.
Okay.
Things change.
Okay, but his job is to go to training. If he doesn't get
His
paid
job's
on the
just to go to
lineup,
training?
yes, and do what the club tells him to do.
Just to go to train. That's his job.
Yeah.
Okay, attend interviews. What else do you think his job is?
To play on the field.
That's
during
not his
match
choice.
day.
No,
Yes.
that's up to the
That's
manager.
up to the
That's what your
gaff.
job is.
Okay,
You're trying to make
okay,
the team to make
but-
the starting 11.
but to say he's not-
perform on the pitch.
But to say he's not doing his job because he's not doing that is not his fault. He's not getting picked to play,
Because he's not good.
but he's still doing his job.
He is doing his job.
He's not doing his
Yes,
job.
he is.
His
No,
contract
he's not.
doesn't say he has to be this level of footballer to
Or else his
Earn
his
his
contract.
wage.
His
will be
contract
terminated.
tells him show up to training, show
Yeah.
up on team flights,
Media
show
day.
up to media.
yeah.
Yeah, but when you get signed, you're employed to play for the club. That's
Okay,
the main
and the
priority.
gaffer doesn't pick him. That's not his fault
He shows
why
up to
is
every
he not
game. He's
getting
on the
picked?
bench.
because he's not up to the
He
level.
lost his ability because he's injured, and at that point, when
Okay.
that happens, you bid someone.
Exactly. He lost his ability. He's not injured. He's not gonna get a bag like this again. Why would he throw it away?
So then why did he go? Why did he leave now?
So he can play.
Because he got forced out
Yeah,
at
but
this
he's
point.
failing his medicals
'Cause he can
on purpose.
play,
Just so he
because
can
Yeah,
he
you
wants
know
to
that for a
play.
fact.
100%.
You don't know that for a fact.
Well, he's playing. He's gonna play for Lecce now, and he's still gonna get paid.
And look, they
So no. So then why did he
They
leave in
treat him
general?
like they treat him like gold. He was
do you
crying
mean?
there. of how
Exactly.
Bad,
They treat his-
exactly.
exactly.
Why did he leave in general?
Well, he's a footballer. Maybe he wants to play.
Oh, so now he wants to play.
He's been
He probably wanted to
play
play the
the
whole
whole
time.
He's
Then
had
why
so
did he
many offers
leave?
from other clubs.
Well, if
He
he's
had
not gonna-
offers before. He
Okay,
failed. He
but
failed.
okay,
Imagine how
but
proud
okay,
of
hold
Brad.
on. You're a player, right? You play a position. You haven't played the last season. You know, you haven't been the best. You haven't been fit. But now all of a sudden, they signed Koundé. They signed Christensen. Araujo is taking a
wasn't
step
making
up.
time. He wasn't
Garcia
playing
is
anyways.
clearly ahead of him.
PK.
PK is ahead of him.
wasn't
So you have
playing
5 or
anyways.
6 players that are now ahead of you. Obviously, you're going to leave to kind of play somewhere else if you can keep your
but
contract.
He said his job was to not. He said his job was not to play. It's just to go to
What?
interviews.
His job
and
is
do
to
stuff.
train and do media day. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
his
then
job.
why does he care about
No,
playing?
his
then?
job
Maybe
is
he
to
wants to
play if
play.
he gets picked.
Maybe he wants to
his
play.
job is to
You guys
take
are,
pictures
you
on
guys are
Instagram,
going
bro.
against your
No,
own
we're not.
statements.
No, maybe
Yes,
he wants
you
to play.
are.
Maybe he wants to play
So then why didn't he leave before? This is what we're going for. Why does he just
because
leave?
nobody wanted him.
Bro, teams wanted him in
Teams
the past.
wanted him.
Well, you know
failed
that
his
for a
medical.
fact.
Yes, 100%.
No, you don't. You don't know that for a
100%
fact.
I know for a fact.
he was.
100%.
Dude.
No, you
100%
don't.
I know teams
Bro.
wanted him before.
How?
Reports that I've
There were
seen.
From
there
who?
were reports.
The rumors.
Various
Teams are friends.
various articles.
From who?
Then
Jared
what-
Romero.
Various sources.
From who?
What
Jared
happened?
Romero?
What happened?
One
And
of
how
them.
come he didn't sign?
Because he
He
wanted
failed
to
his
stay.
medical.
So he failed his medical. What's he gonna do? He's not fit. Now he's fit.
Now he's fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, now all of a
he
sudden.
went to he went to a smaller club. They're not gonna have the same medicals as all the
Yeah.
other teams.
He's fit
He-
now.
He
he's
was getting
playing-
offers from small
He's
clubs as
playing
well
for
too.
a Serie A promoted
Okay.
team.
And back then he was maybe 4th in the pecking order. Now he's 7th.
Obviously, you're gonna be more inclined
Now
to
he,
leave.
now he has.
You can't
then-
you can't even see the 11.
Yeah,
Even
that-
then, before he had worse players ahead of him. He had guys like Longley, guys like Mingueza ahead of him too.
Okay,
So,
but by the ladder, maybe he had a chance to play if 1 or 2 guys got injured. Now he's no chance
even
of
if
playing.
those guys got injured, Frankie De Jong would play center back.
Okay, because he wasn't fit.
But who cares if he's fit or like? I thought that's not his job. I think it's just to go to training. So who cares about if he starts or not?
What? What are you talking
You said who
about?
cares? You said you're talking about him playing now, but you said it doesn't matter if he plays or
Yeah,
not.
maybe he wants to play
So then why did he leave before?
because he was trying to play.
He wasn't gonna play, bro, man. You guys are just speaking.
Maybe
just to
maybe he
speak,
actually believed in
man.
himself to actually get
Oh,
minutes.
my God, man.
No, but okay, no,
Also-
but
They're
it's
just
true.
speaking
Like
to speak.
they're not paid to play. They're paid to go train.
then
They're
why
they're
is he-
paid to.
so now why does
If
he
they
wanna
get
play
selected, they
now?
get selected. That's for any player. If you get selected, you get. If you're going to Man City, are you
But
guaranteed
why are you
minutes?
training?
No,
But why are you training?
to play. But if you're
Yeah.
not good enough to play, you're not gonna get
So
minutes.
then leave earlier.
Why would you leave?
So now there's 2 more
He
players.
wants to play for Barca. Maybe that's his dream team to play.
And he
for.
also wants to fulfill his contract.
Why did Ricky Puig stay so long? He could have left a long time
How
ago.
old's Ricky Puig?
23, but either way, why did he stay so long? He
22.
wasn't playing.
22.
If anything, he has way more
He's 23
opportunities to
now.
leave.
He has
Yeah.
way more.
He had Milan on the cards. Why didn't he cut?
He also has more opportunity to play than.
Wait, no, don't shrug. He had Milan on the cards. Why didn't he cut?
Didn't believe in his his abilities. I guess I don't know.
So Titi maybe didn't believe in his abilities.
Why is De
Why
Jong
would
staying?
Why is De Jong
Because
staying?
De Jong's world class.
not a starter.
Making a lot of money.
Like Umtiti.
Yeah, but who plays better for Barca?
No, to me,
Umtiti doesn't touch pitch because he's unhealthy.
to me, it comes to performance for De
He
Jong.
used
What
to
do you
play
mean? He's
good
better
for you
than him.
guys.
For what?
For what, a season or two?
Yeah, when he was healthy.
When he
Yeah.
signed the contract.
And then
No,
he
he's not.
stayed after how many years collecting all that money for no reason?
Congrats, get the bag.
That's not,
I'm not
that's
gonna boo him.
That's not his problem.
It's not his fault he
It's
signed
my
to a
club,
5-year
bro. It's not his
contract.
problem.
I'm not here.
You're
for,
not paying for the
It doesn't
club.
matter, but
You're
it's
not paying-
but it's my
You're
club.
not paying the club's
I don't like
bills.
seeing this happen
But
to
it's
my
my
club.
club.
What?
It's
I don't
my
like seeing
club.
this happen to my club.
Okay, but you're
So
gonna
because
boo
of
him
that,
for
man,
it. Boo
Barca,
Bar-
well,
no.
yes, I'm gonna
Boo
Barca
the-
wouldn't have to do all these economic levers if it weren't for players like him that would leave.
Okay, boo the president that gave him that bag.
I'll boo all of
What
them.
is a kid from the streets of Paris? FC Barcelona.
Kid.
Yeah, how old was he
grown-ass
when he
man,
signed the
bro.
contract?
What?
He was what, 22, 23 when he signed the contract? He was one of the most promising center backs in the world.
Yeah, when he
World
signed
Cup
it.
starter.
Yeah.
When he
Okay.
signed the contract.
Yeah,
His
And
he
what-
played well when,
yeah.
he started.
But
Yeah.
it's
when he
not
didn't get
it's not like
injured.
he forced them to like give him an extension.
Okay, so
He signed it when he was at the
wow,
peak.
so he played so well for 1 year. Now I gotta be on his back. Oh no, now he's gotta be good. I gotta stay with him.
You don't have to stay with him, but you
So then what?
you have no reason to be complaining
I have
about
no
a
reason.
contract.
I have no reason for to be mad that he's not playing and he's collecting the bag over my team. This
It's
is my.
his- it's
I
his
don't
con-
care about
it's
him.
the
I care about
contract
my
that he
club.
was. It's the contract that he was given.
Agreed.
Yeah,
That's tough, but it's
Okay,
not
but-
rinsing
but-
my-
but you-
and I
that's tough
don't
for the
like
club.
that.
No,
That's on your
It's tough
club.
for the
Yeah, that's on
club.
the club, and you shouldn't be upset that he's not forced his way out. What does he owe to the club? He's not La Masia.
So
Only La Masia guys kind of owe something because
And
they grew
even
up
then,
there.
some of them don't.
Okay, what's your take on the Braithwaite situation?
glad he's gone.
He's getting booed like crazy for what?
Glad he's gone.
He came when Barca were in ruins from a relegation side.
I tried to tell these
Okay,
guys a couple
and-
weeks ago, man.
Same.
Your Matty was holding out.
A little bit, yeah.
Why?
He didn't do anything.
He wasn't getting picked.
But why?
Not good enough. But he should cut because he's not good
You're
enough.
not good enough for the club, you leave. You're not good enough for your job, you get fired. Like that's how life works.
But he's not getting
It's a
fired.
business.
He had his contract
Business.
terminated.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's business and
That's
they're
what happens
businessmen.
at
That's why
work.
they
You
make
had your
Okay,
contract
okay, that's
They
it
know they're
then.
gonna make
That's
less.
it then.
So if
No,
you're
okay.
not doing your job, leave.
Yeah, contract gets terminated. That's it. But he doesn't have to leave on his own merit.
Okay, but if Barca didn't have if Barca weren't paying Umtiti so much, they'd be able to terminate his contract, but they couldn't because they have to pay him this
That's
much.
not
That
his
sounds like, that
fault.
sounds like,
I
that
don't
sounds
care
like a
if it's not
it
his
sounds like
fault.
Barca's problem.
It is.
So
Not
why are you getting mad
his.
at Umtiti?
Because he's an outlier. He's a
And
factor.
so,
What do you mean so?
what's that have to do with Umtiti?
He's one of many people that contribute to all
What does
the
that have to do with Braithwaite?
One of the many contributions to the depth of the club.
Yeah, he
And
came
annoying.
to help the club when they were in absolute shambles.
He didn't really help.
He scored a couple
So
goals.
I'm Umtiti. Let me leave Barca and lose out on millions of dollars
don't
just
care
because
about
all the
Umtiti.
fans are gonna start crying if I stay. Like,
I
no,
don't care about
what
his
So
do
then
you
why is he
care?
leaving now?
I support
That's
the
my
club.
Because
I don't like
now
your
he's
question.
made his bag. He's on
He
his last.
still has a lot.
It's not his last year.
I'm pretty sure.
No, bro.
2 years,
like
2,
2
3
or 3
years.
more years.
And
Okay.
aren't Bar and it,
Oh,
is-
so now
wait,
why is he
I think-
leaving?
I think Barca's
so now
still
why is he
paying.
Yeah,
leaving?
Barca's still paying the
Barca's still paying
contract.
his
Yeah,
contract.
It's a
Oh,
loan
he
to
has
Leche.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But now why does he want to leave? Why couldn't he do that before?
Because he could get paid and get minutes.
Yeah,
he could have done it before, no?
but they didn't. They didn't
No.
want one. No one
Like,
wanted.
yeah,
him.
he
I don't
could
think
have.
anyone has come at him for a loan.
Yes.
No, I don't think so,
Yeah.
man. I doubt it.
Teams
No,
in
but
France
I
wanted
think
him.
too,
Yeah.
didn't Umtiti do something to his contract to extend it so they're not paying him as much now so they could sign players?
Yes,
his
he
payments,
did do
yeah.
that. He did do that. So
No,
he even
okay.
did that.
They should be thanking
But
him.
still,
So you should be thankful.
he shouldn't have to if his contract wasn't
He
so
deferred
high.
his contract longer just so the club can sign other
Yeah.
players to play ahead of him.
So he's fleecing the club for even longer because his contract got extended that much because they have to defer the payments that many more
that sounds like
years.
the club's
If
problem.
you were in Umtiti's shoes, you would just cut.
I don't care if I'm in
Exactly. You can't
I
get
care
mad
about
at
my
him.
club's sake. I don't care about his sake.
But you would just cut if you're
Let's say if
Umtiti.
you're at Paris, that's not your club, right?
If I was at Paris,
If you're at Paris, you got a career-ending injury. Like you can't really play. You go to any team, you're gonna go to like some shit team that's paying you nowhere like $1 million a year. Let's say you're making $12 million a year at Paris to sit on the bench.
okay,
5-year contract. You have 3 more years on it. Are you staying at Paris or are you gonna go to this?
I'm dipping, bro.
You're gonna make $1 million a
I want
year.
to play football. $1 million a year?
I mean, you had a career-ending injury. You could get injured at any
Umtiti,
time.
I think is making 19 mil net or 15 mil net. So you're
Good.
saying
He got that
he made
nice
that
fat
difference of
contract.
19 to 1 mil. That's not possible.
Well,
He's not making that
realistically,
much less.
what's Lecce gonna be paying him? Nothing. I'm just
He's still
saying.
making
Barca's
19
paying
mil.
most of the wages.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like this, realistically, this is the type of move that he's gonna get when he leaves. He's not gonna go to a top team. He's gonna go to a small team like this.
Okay, as a football, you want to play football.
That's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing, and he's making a bag.
Good
though.
for him.
Wow, yeah. Finally, he's gone.
Everybody wins.
For now.
Barely. Okay.
Everybody wins.
Well, this is like the 7th time we've had this conversation like
Barca
the past 7 weeks.
got rid of a lot of rats this window. I'm glad to finally see it happen.
This guy said rats. No
Wow.
respect.
What do you
Wow.
mean no respect?
Crazy.
You're
A
calling
lot
him
of dead
TT.
weight.
You're
Sorry.
calling him TT a rat.
Dead weights. Dead weights.
A
I'll
rat.
change. I'll change it up. Dead weight.
Oh my
I'll be a little nicer. Dead weight.
Wow.
A rat.
Barca wins. Umtiti wins.
A rat is Luis Figo going straight from Madrid to Barca.
There you
Okay,
go.
In the
I'll
peak
take-
of his career.
I'll take my word back.
In the peak of
Dead
his
weight,
career.
dead weight,
No, you
dead
called him
weight.
a rat.
Yeah, that's
Dead
out.
That's so disrespectful.
Okay, I
That
didn't
was
mean
a
rats.
For a
dead
guy
weight.
who went to train, did he ever skip training?
I think so. Yeah.
For what?
I mean, for what?
Okay, but
For
like
injury purposes.
yeah, for injury purposes.
No, for like media stuff.
Media stuff.
For the
That's
club?
part of his job.
No, like for like his own stuff.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like for
Okay.
his like IG stuff.
For IG stuff.
Yeah.
I need proof.
Because he loves his IG posting.
Well, he has to because he doesn't have a
Yeah,
soccer.
There you
career.
go, man.
This-
You
this-
know,
I
I
don't have a
know.
soccer
So-
career.
He
Samu.
skipped training to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. If that's 100% fact, okay.
He's not a saint either. Like these guys are saying like he's a
Yeah.
saint. I gotta praise this guy. He's a saint. He's done nothing wrong.
No,
right?
you're boosting.
These two are
He's done
dangerous
nothing
together.
wrong.
You're boosting,
No,
you're
because like,
boosting.
this guy's
Right?
a saint. He's done so
Like,
well.
like he's
for
done
us.
so much for the club.
And
Yeah,
you,
they- it's a-
you don't have fact on that thing you just pulled out.
Huh?
You don't have fact on that thing you just pulled out. You're just
Yeah.
trying to add to your case.
No, it's true though.
Who do you do it for?
Look it up.
Who do you do it for?
Look it up.
Tell me.
I
So you
can't
don't have
remember
the
name.
fact
I
with
can't-
you.
Yeah, I remember every single thing. Like
Next topic. Best player or
all,
what?
all I'm gonna say is I don't think about him. I'm thinking about the club, and the club should have got rid of him, and he should have left. Whatever, ended there.
Jay's cheese. Next topic.
This guy's the biggest Umtiti fan, I think.
must be.
No,
must
he
be.
backs his
No,
players.
he's-
That's
He's got
That's
a
true.
point. He's got a point.
it's the same
I'm
thing.
backing my
Dybala was out
club, not my
50% of the
players.
season,
Running
and I still
Umtiti's
backed
PR,
Dybala.
bro.
I didn't want him
I'm
out.
backing my club, not my players.
You back both.
I'm not gonna be a PSG fan because
back
Messi
both.
left. I'm a Barca
You gotta
fan.
realize. You gotta realize what this player has done for you.
He's done
He
nothing.
hasn't done
for,
much,
for
bro.
the 2 years that he played, he did a
He's
lot.
done nothing.
Did you guys win the league
He's
with
done
him?
nothing.
I'm pretty sure you guys won a league with him.
He probably
What
didn't
does that
play.
matter, bro?
What do you mean? Was that
We
He's
won
matter?
one player
we
out
won
of
the
the
league
He's a
because of,
starting center back.
we
Him
won
and
the league
PK.
because of Messi.
No. The Barca fans who have agendas against players, disgusting. Couldn't be me.
You're a Barca fan.
Yeah, but I don't have agendas
But
against
the
any
meat
player.
riding is another crazy thing too.
Oh, for who?
Schmeat
TT.
riding.
What?
Schmeat riding.
TT, bro. I didn't know you ran PR from him, bro. Holy.
This guy runs his PR channel,
Oh,
bro.
You run his IG too? Jeez, bro.
Weren't you guys meat riding Ansu Fati?
And he's young. He's young, promising, not getting paid as much.
He played like 5 games. Well, not recently.
How old is
Not this year.
Like
Okay, but
He missed like 2 seasons.
2 seasons.
I swear Braithwaite
He
scored
missed
more
2
goals than him
seasons.
last
Missed
year.
2 seasons with 2.
Braithwaite did not score more goals than him. That
he
just
did.
tells
I
you.
don't
No,
think so.
Ansu
He
Fati
did,
has the
man.
most
I don't
goals. I
think
can search
so.
it right now, and I know for a fact he does.
I don't think
I
so.
think he had
So
like
what-
5.
You're just trying to heat us up for no reason. Like I don't know what you're trying to do here.
This guy's wilding out here, bro.
Braithwaite has more goals than him. Ansu Fati, I'm heating up. Oh, he's young. He's Spanish. He's played more games. He's done more.
what does he make Spanish have to do with it?
What do you do for Spain? He's just not. He's doing only for Barcelona.
Yeah, but
What
what
does
is
he do for
he's Spanish? Like how to do with like the overall
he's
like
done a lot
conversation?
for Spain.
What do you do for Spain?
What does that have to do with
What does he do
Barca?
for France?
What's that have to do with Barca?
Talk about the
He
player.
won the World Cup.
He won the World Cup.
Okay.
What did
He
Fati
scored
do
in the
for Spain?
He won
semifinal.
Euros.
Fati did nothing.
He's also young.
He didn't play in the Euro.
He's also young.
So
Bro, Fati's got a whole career out of him.
Yeah.
Umtiti was still pretty young from the point he got injured. He was like
Okay.
24.
Okay, I'm talking about now.
Yeah, and when he got injured, nothing happened.
And now he's still like
afterwards.
27. He's
And
not old.
and He's still ass.
Okay.
Because of unfortunate injuries.
the
Poor
reason why
guy.
he's
You know,
elected.
instead of fans booing him, I feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
I feel
Me
sorry
as a
for him.
Barca fan, I feel sorry that he's getting the bag.
Sorry, this guy's rinsing our club.
Sorry that he's
bro.
getting the bag.
Yeah.
And he's injured and he's leaving the club. Like, oh my gosh. Man,
Wait, were
so
you happy
bad
when
for
you guys
him.
got him to T or no?
When what?
When you guys got him to T, were you guys happy?
Well,
Yeah, he
at
was a
that
good
moment,
player
of
at the
course.
time, of
You're-
course.
How am I gonna? No, but you're making that face like, oh wow, they can be happy now,
Yeah,
back
right?
then, but not now. We expected him to do bad back then.
He was a good player at the time,
He
of
was-
course.
he was
You're-
amazing.
Okay.
You can't change what you think
I
about a
didn't-
player.
You
Ever,
shouldn't, no.
right?
Ever, because in the beginning when
Okay, you could
sign
change.
him, no,
you could
can't.
change, but still have respect for the player.
What respect?
Okay,
does
but
he
There's
give?
no
this-
reason
He
not to
doesn't
have
give
respect for
respect to the club, so why
Yes,
am I
he
gonna give
does.
respect?
How?
How? Are you okay?
He's literally leaving on
Are you
loan
okay?
just so they don't have to pay
Is
the
he
full
at-
wage.
After
And
how
Barca
many
are still
years?
paying the wages.
Not the whole
Okay.
thing.
After
Okay.
how many years
Not
of
the whole
us
thing,
asking
though.
him to
Most of
leave?
it.
Okay.
And we are still paying for him. Exactly.
Has Umtiti had a good Barca career? Yes or no?
No.
And the reason for that is because of what? Injuries.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
You
Okay,
c-
and
And unfortunate, not his fault.
Yes, it is
Tough.
unfortunate, but what do you
That's
want
it.
us
That's
to,
it.
What
It's
do you
not his
want?
fault.
What do you want me as a club to do? I'm supposed to now be sorry for you and have to pay
was
you
it
now?
a charity case, bro? Make a wish
this is a-
foundation.
this is
No,
a-
you honor
is
the
a
contract.
business.
You
This
honor
is a
you honor the
business.
contract.
This is a business.
But you honor
though.
the contract.
Don't
Why
you
don't-
respect players who honor their contracts?
You honor the contract.
Respect
You,
players?
you hire someone for your business. Don't you expect them to honor the contract and not leave when an opportunity comes? You
Yeah.
want them to own.
Well, no, of course, but if he's
No,
performing,
I
Yeah,
just
if
said
they're
this.
performing, of course I want him to
But if
stay.
they're not, then
but if
bend
he's
them,
not
bro.
stay
Get them
performing,
outta here.
But if you can't
I'm gonna
afford, if
cut
you
your
can't afford
contract.
to terminate,
No,
him, what are you
let
gonna
me
do?
let me
Yeah,
connect
but
it
me as
to
the
let me
businessman wouldn't give
let me
him this
connect-
contract.
No.
Wouldn't give him a big extension after winning the World Cup. However
wait,
many more
no,
well,
wait,
tens
wait.
of millions.
You should be running the board.
Wait.
Maybe I should.
Wait,
bro.
why did he not perform his contract? Because of injuries, right?
Sure.
Okay, let me connect this to a work situation.
Okay.
Let's say you get injured
Yeah.
on the job.
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
still
he
hired.
can't honor his
you can't get
contract.
fired.
he got in on the job.
You're gonna fire him? You're gonna fire
You're
him?
saying you can't work
Yes,
for
you
what?
got injured
You're
on
gonna
the job.
fire one of
Wait,
your
for Barcelona?
For
Wait,
4
wait.
years.
You're gonna fire
No,
one of
he
your
got injured
employees because
playing
he
for
gets
France.
injured on the job. You're gonna fire
He
him.
He
can't
had
work for
injury
4
already
years,
for
yeah.
France.
He got injured playing
He
for
had
France.
the
He
injury
went to the
already.
World
He
Cup.
went to play
He
with the
went to
injury.
the World Cup knowing that this was
Injured.
gonna and
He
knowing
already
that
had
it's
it.
gonna
He
be
had
fu-
the injury.
and knowing it's gonna mess him up. He had the chance to
But
either
he
go
had
to the
injury.
He had the chance. to
Okay,
take
you're not taking that
surgery.
chance?
So his personal
No,
decision.
I'm saying-
him
I'm
knowing
saying-
he was
true
injured. He
chance,
could have
but-
done surgery, not go to the World Cup, and be perfectly fine.
In the right mind would do that.
I'm not saying you do it, but I'm saying you did it. So now what? Like you.
The
expect me
option
to-
was there. He could have
Yeah.
reversed this all.
But
This couldn't have happened if he did surgery.
but be logical. This is the best France team ever. You're not gonna go play for that France team?
Yes, but I'm not saying that. I'm
Okay, so
saying-
then what's your problem?
I'm saying that he knew this.
Okay.
He knew that he was
But
gonna
But
mess himself up
he's taking a risk with his injury
to win a
to
title.
win the biggest trophy in the world
In his
in
career.
any sport.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
So
he-
what's the problem here?
And the reward, he was rewarded.
Yes. What's the
What
problem?
does that have to do with Barcelona?
He was actually really rewarded because he
Yeah.
also got paid.
What does that have to do
Yeah.
with Barcelona?
Where did he get the injury from first?
Okay,
one?
no, I just used your real
The
life
real
situation
injury.
against you.
How?
Injured on the job, you're gonna fire a guy getting injured on the job. You're gonna fire, let's say, a woman who gets pregnant during her time on the job. You're gonna fire her?
What does pregnancy have to do with getting injured?
She
'Cause
can't
they're not
work.
working
She can't work, but
technically.
she's under
Yeah,
contract.
but because of laws we have in places like Canada, you get paid while you're pregnant. You have
Yeah,
how
You
many
get
days
paid
off
while
leave?
you're injured as a
You get paid
footballer.
while
How
you're
many,
as
how
well.
many years has he been injured? How many years do people take
There's
off?
no
Pregnancy even that's kind of different.
injury
getting
length
injured?
that you stop getting paid after a certain amount of years.
So you say, okay, you get injured, you hurt your leg, whatever, you don't show up. Okay, well, it's a little different
No.
because you work with your hands, you work from home.
No,
You-
there
it's a little
is
different.
like
but if
there-
someone's doing manual labor, they get injured their foot, they can't work for 4 years.
Yeah.
You think the company's gonna keep them for
okay.
that long?
Is there laws like that in soccer? No, they do have that in the NBA, like an effective player clause where if they're like injured for time, you're allowed to terminate their contract. But they don't have that in soccer, so that's the
Okay.
law. You're talking about laws. You're talking about laws in Canada. That's laws in soccer. You don't have to terminate him.
And they also couldn't afford to terminate him.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
it's
So
all-
stop.
It all.
So
Well,
respect.
I mean, they could. Just
So respect the players that come to training every day and play for the badge.
And
never-
ext-
he
and
never
and
played- he
to
didn't play
further
for that.
contracts, so the club can sign more players to play ahead of him now. And now he has to go play for Lecce.
He has to. He has to go play for Lecce. He has to go play for.
Well,
Lecce.
it's either that or he's gonna be getting booed.
Oh, he has to go play for Lecce.
Speaking about best players,
You guys are all Umtiti Schmid
Matthew?
riders.
Yeah, crazy, bro.
Would never
This
be
is
me.
brats.
Now, speaking of best players, just segue into kind of UCL. Do you guys think there's a team in Europe that could win the UCL without their best player?
Probably City.
Why?
Well,
Who's
okay.
their best player?
I was gonna say it depends on who their best player is. Is it Haaland or De Bruyne?
You tell me.
If it's Haaland, yes, they can still win it because we've seen them.
But we
We've
haven't
seen
seen,
it-
seen
you've
them.
seen
No,
them
no,
win
no,
the CL
no,
as
no.
well?
We've seen them go far, but it was Pep's stupid tactic change that he messed up on.
Or was it because they didn't have a striker?
No, no.
That's what a lot of people say.
That's what anyone could say. But if they do the same thing, we don't know. They could do the same thing this year, just tactically messed up like he always does.
Oh no, De Bruyne, sir. You can put Bernardo Silva there,
That's what I'm saying. If it's De Bruyne, then yeah, you could.
but Haaland no.
Haaland would be harder, but De Bruyne, I think you could. But De Bruyne, I don't know. They're both hard. But yeah, I think City would be the most likely, or Paris,
So
Messi.
who's the best player for Paris?
Mbappe.
So Mbappe gets injured, PSG can't win.
No, they could win.
You think so?
Yeah, with Neymar and Messi. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they could too. Those two plus defense they have, the midfield now they have is crazy as well. I think they could win.
can Bayern win the Champions League without their best player? Who's their best player? Mane?
Neuer,
Neuer?
I would say Neuer probably.
That's
no
goalkeeper,
chance,
so it's
bro.
different. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have
But-
Ulrich in it.
But if you say like Mane's their best player, or like Thomas Muller, someone in the outfield that's not
Could be
Neuer,
Muller.
then yes.
Now with Musiala could replace Muller, I think. Not perfect,
Yeah.
but
I think if you're saying it's Neuer, no, they can't. If you're saying it's like one of the
Kimmich?
forwards, yes. But even if it's Kimmich, like I think they struggle too because like their midfield isn't as deep, right? That's I think the conversation that kind of comes into it is like what position does that best player play, and do they have the depth, right? Because like if you ask, let's say last season Lewandowski was their best player, Choupo-Moting comes in, can they win with Choupo-Moting? Probably not. This season now they have more forwards by committee. Now if Mane's out, maybe Gnabry goes up top and maybe they could still win, right? But Bayern, I don't know. I think PSG, yes. I think PSG might be the only one that could win without their best player.
What do you think, Dave?
Same what?
I agree
With?
you.
PSG?
Who's Barca's best player? Lewandowski.
Right now, yeah.
Pedri. Oh, yeah, I guess Lewandowski.
Yeah, Barca can't win without Lewandowski. So PSG, I agree with you. PSG is the only team.
Juve could win without the best player.
Juve can't
They
even
can't
win with
win,
their
bro.
best player.
I don't know, but it's a tough one. I don't think any team could do it, to be honest. Because, like, think of it. You're losing your best player. That affects everyone on the team. Everyone's mentality goes down. Everyone's thinking, oh, can we do this? We're missing so-and-so. UCL final, biggest match of our life, possibly. You know what I mean? It's a big
I don't know.
big psychological kind of thing.
I kind of feel you, but at the same time with PSG, I feel like it would
it's
kind of do the
different.
opposite.
It's different for PSG.
Mbappe's out. It's like, okay, Neymar, Messi, like, okay, we can.
but
Who's
the
the
thing
third?
is,
We've done this before.
the thing is, what other teams have done this? One without their best player. I can't think of any.
If there's any team that could do it, it's this team, I think.
Teams that have won without their best player.
Who's been injured in a UCL final? That's been the best player for the team and won.
Everyone usually has full lineups in the finals.
I don't know. I'm trying to think
No one I could think of.
off the top of my head.
No, but
I
like,
can't think
okay,
of
let's say you
any.
take Mbappe out. Who's playing up top with them?
Them two. Play
Who?
4 in the middle.
No,
I don't know. They can surely do the job.
I think you could.
Them two.
I can't think of something like the third. Icardi gone. Draxler
Did
gone.
they get another forward?
They got that young guy from I think the academy.
Hugo Etike.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but realistically speaking, let's say you don't have Mbappe. You have Neymar and Messi still forwards. But like listen to their midfield now. They literally have Verratti, they have Fabian Ruiz, they have Danilo, they have Vitinha, Renato Sanchez, Carlos Soler as well. Like they have
true.
enough midfielders to be
Soler,
able to kind of.
But how many of those guys have been in latter rounds of UCL?
None.
They don't have that experience.
Yeah,
As Mbappe doesn't really have that much experience.
is your
either.
best player getting injured like right before the final, or
Or
is he
what's
getting
happening,
injured
yeah.
like en route?
What's the question?
Just in general.
Because it could be a little
There's no
demoralizing if it's on the eve of the final. But like if like they're making it through the rounds without him, then maybe.
Then maybe they can do it.
But I don't know. It's tough. Nah, I don't think so.
I think
Why?
Paris could.
I think maybe Atletico Madrid could.
Who's their
Why?
best player?
Who's their best player?
I don't know.
They don't have a best player.
Oblak? Maybe.
Kind of fell off.
See, no, you can't do goalkeepers.
Because goalkeepers are too
Goalkeepers are there like
tricky. Yeah, yeah.
the first
Because
choice.
usually the backup is not
Yeah.
anywhere near the quality of the first choice.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
I'll take one anyway.
I think realistically speaking, if you're looking at the 11 on paper, if you look at a PSG 11 with Mbappe and then you remove Mbappe and you put in another player, they're still going to be extremely strong. And them and maybe Man City are the only two
I was gonna
teams
say,
where you
City's
can
the same
Yeah,
thing.
City.
remove their best player. Maybe Bayern as well. You can remove their best player and they have kind of a replacement that would be able to still allow them to compete. Right? But let's say if you take Madrid and you take out Benzema,
No, they lose.
they lose. Right?
What about Chelsea? Can Chelsea win the UCL without their best player?
I don't think they can win the UCL with their best player. I think that has to be part of the conversation too. Is like realistically, can they win it with their best
Yeah.
player? If they can't, then
Realistically,
obviously they can't
any
win.
team could win it.
I know
but-
they can, but it's like realistically speaking, like who's their best player? Chelsea, would you say Thiago Silva?
Havertz?
Probably.
Possibly.
Havertz?
That's not saying much.
Right?
That's not
Jeez,
saying much
tough.
at all. I'd say.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, tough. Only those two teams, Paris and City.
Yeah.
Just because of depth.
They have so much depth.
Depth is all.
Good question, though. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys agree with us? Or you got your own opinion?
Yeah. There's a thing I saw that Fabregas said. So he said, I played the best football of my career when the coach did not tell me what to do. when I've been free of movement, free with my imagination. So basically, Cesc is saying that he's played his best football,
At Barca.
free flowing.
No, not at Barca.
I'm
Barca had
joking.
Pep managing
I'm
him.
joking.
Basically, free flowing. Doing what he knows how to do best based on his instincts, and not coach telling him to play in this zone, this area, whatnot. Do you guys think this limits players?
Yes.
Kind of just like coaches telling players how to do this, how to do that, instead of letting them just be them, just do themselves.
Yes, we see this all the time. Ancelotti said it best. I put on my team, the defenders, I'm going to set them up. I'll let them know what to do tactically. The attackers, go out and play free, because that's how it should be. Football was built on skill, natural talent, freedom. That's why these players become footballers. You don't dream of being a footballer by watching like a McTominay or like a Fred or like system players, You dream of becoming a footballer from watching Pelé, Maradona, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Messi, Cristiano. So let players have their freedom, because that's when the best of them comes out. That's when the kid from the barrio who was playing with his friends comes out. The skills from the barrio, from the parks, from the cages. Not from telling them, go, you got to play in this quadrant right here. You got to play in this quadrant right here. Create triangles right here. Or right here even. No. Get the ball, get down the wing, and start doing some skill moves, some dribbles, and have some freedom. Because that's what the game is all about.
I don't agree with it.
I just shed a tear there.
I don't agree with it.
Such a Juventus thing to say.
No.
Allegri is the best
Allegri school of
coach
football.
ever.
Dinosaur ball.
No, you got to
over
hear
here.
me out.
Chris is
Though.
number one student from Allegri
Hear
school
me
of
out.
football.
Okay, with the best teams in the world, yeah, you could do that. But when you're talking about like, okay, I'll say like a Chelsea for example, because they're realistically not the best team in the world, but they're up there. Like they need tactics, because they're not going to beat. They can't just play freely. What are you going to put Pulisic, Havertz, and whoever the third guy is you want to throw Mount as just playing free flow?
Go play, boys.
You can't do that.
But some say Pulisic is being limited because he has no freedom. He's saying it himself, basically.
Yeah, they could get limited, but they're not gonna beat the best teams just playing free flow. Like you need, like Madrid, PSG could play free flow. City could play free flow if they want to. Bayern.
Barcelona.
But I don't know.
So much.
Madrid don't necessarily play free flow. Like defensively, they still have a structure.
But he
They still
said-
have
That's what he
tactics.
said.
But he's saying they're
Attacking-wise.
It's more so
forwards.
with like
No, I get it.
right.
it's more so with an individual player, not really like the team aspect. You know what I mean?
No, I get it. Defensively, yeah. Defensively, you have to play with some sort of formation and tactic. But attacking wise, I think certain teams need tactics going forward, because they're not going to win without it.
But no, not about winning. Specifically players, like maximizing themselves.
Oh yeah, of course they're going to feel better, but it's not. At the end of the day, it's not about players feeling better about.
But that's
how
what the
they're playing.
question was.
No, I get it, but
What's it about then?
okay, what was the exact question?
It's just are players being limited based on how coaches are restricting them to play certain zones of the pitch, and how coaches want them
Not
to
all
play
players.
a certain way.
Okay, not all players.
Got
There's-
players who have no talent.
Yeah, there's players like I don't know, some British player.
So are players basically not smart enough to be able to play in that free roam kind of football? Basically, them knowing what to do and how to do it.
Oh, like a James Milner. He needs tactics.
Does he though?
He needs
No,
tactics.
I
He's very versatile.
So are
Tom?
players too dumb to be able to play? in a
Not
free
dumb.
roam?
It's just
no,
that's
I
that's
agree.
how it is.
I agree with Spatty at that point as well. Like some players need that. Like some players, like man, I know you can do this, but like I need you to do this, man. You know what I mean? As a
Yeah.
coach, like Arnold, I know you can pass the ball and you're really good, exceptional at bringing the ball up, but I need you to also defend. That's why I have you here. You can play in the mid, but I have players in that mid. That's why I need you here. If you want free flow, then Trent should be up top, like moving a lot, but you need him to defend. But then also you have players like, and like I agree with Spatty, like you can say this with more like world class players. Let them be free, because they have the quality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have the quality, but you need those players like a Milner, those players like, or system players, like those guys. You have to tell them what to do, because if you, but that's also important to have those guys, because if you don't have those guys that keep the structure, then you just have 11 guys just running around doing the
You have
thing.
a
You
blob.
need at least one or two like good solid amount of players to have that structure in the team.
Then you're playing donut ball.
Look what you said. Ancelotti has the defense structured well, and the attack can be freely. You can't have a full 11 be free.
Yeah, obviously not. But I think like forward wise, I think like you see the teams that have the most success, they're not just like playing one particular passing pattern, and they're not like kind of playing in zones. Like the forwards and even the midfielders to an extent, they'll kind of, switch them. But I think like thinking back to like Arsene Wenger and Arsenal, like in the early 2010s, like when they had Fabregas, when they had Nasri, when they had like Arshvin, I think that's like some of the most beautiful football I've seen like in some time. You know, just the way the players moved, and then they're so fluid. And I even think back to Dortmund when Lucien Favre first got hired, before they had a striker, and then they had the front three of Hazard, Royce, and Sancho, and they were all just fluid. Like, they didn't have set positions. Those were the three forwards. There wasn't a left wing, there wasn't a right wing, there wasn't a striker. It was just free-flowing, fluid football. And I think that's when you see a lot of players that are creative and truly talented. They can kind of, you know, play past their limit in those situations there, because they can truly perform and they can show the talent that they have. But those same players, if you put them in a system, say Sancho, for example, now he's in a heavily like under, let's say, who was their gaffer? Ole, where he was just, run up and down the left wing, run up and down the right wing. You don't really have that freedom to kind of play your 1-2s and play free-flowing football. You see a player that was once exceptional now kind of be chained up, and you can't really have that same freedom. So I definitely agree with the statement.
I think it comes,
You know?
I think there's sides from both ways. Like, I think it comes down to the player for sure. Like, Sancho, but you got to know the player as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Pulisic, like, he's a good player, but like, you don't see him being that type of player like Sancho is, where Sancho has that quality. You can see the quality in a player where, okay, I know he's good, so let him be free. Pulisic has his things, but like, he needs to, like, I need to set him up to do this.
But
It's hard.
He hasn't really been doing anything.
I know, but it's also hard.
You know?
Like, how do you know if he's not good enough if he doesn't try? Type of thing as well, right? So it is a good statement for sure. And and as a footballer like yourself, you would obviously think that if you were free, you would do better. So I think you give the players the freedom, and if they don't do what they're supposed to do,
any player in the world is gonna want to do whatever they want, but
That's not necessarily true.
Yes. Okay. No. Yes.
No.
Yes.
I think some players would prefer to play in a system because they know what they have to do.
I'm talking about attackers, like any attacker. Like, I'm saying, part of the front three. No, I'm not going to include midfielders.
Even attackers too. I'm sure there's strikers that would just love to run in behind all game.
Yeah, exactly. But
what if that's a tactic? Just running
That
behind. You're quick.
you just said love.
Running behind.
You just said love to run behind.
he loves he loves to do it. So that's his choice.
That's what he wants to do. He wants to run in behind.
Yeah,
and that's what the team wants to do.
No, but that's his choice. You just what?
Like, let's say the striker just runs in behind all game because he's quick.
Okay. But he's doing that on his own, or it's a tactic that was
that's the tactic. Let's say you're playing like Route 1 football. You're playing like English Championship football. Striker is quick, knock it long.
Okay. What's your question?
Like Rashford type of thing, like him getting behind. I mean, he knows he has the pace.
Just in general, like, let's say the player is quick, right? You just want to knock it long. That's the tactic. That's the system. What if that player could be so much more than just kick and run?
Obviously, that's what I said. Depends on what the team is handling. You gotta base it on like a good manager. I'm not basing it off some like Burnley.
Shout out Sean Dyke.
Yeah, like, you gotta base on like a good team. Obviously, like, these shitty teams are gonna have tactics all around across the board because what are they gonna do?
But you think that would limit that striker?
What, just long balls? Oh, if he has no touch or anything, he's just fast. Then no.
But what if he does have touch?
Well, then yeah.
But see, that's where the that's where the coach comes.
But what if the coach, even though the coach knows this player has all this talent, still just wants knock it long?
No, but that's all right.
Coaches don't
talking about
do
top
that.
teams.
A coach at the end of the day is there.
You don't think top coaches do that? They kind of like they get so stuck in their blinders that they don't really see that the player can do more.
Yes, but to an extent, I think more coaches see a player doing his best in this position for a reason.
What about Mourinho?
What about him?
No,
How many 10s has he killed?
That's true. But again, I guess
Ozil.
it's his tactics as well.
Mata, Oscar. How talented were these players?
Yeah, but how many talents has he brought up though?
You win some, you lose some.
I don't know. I feel like he hasn't really brought up as
His
many
most
as
recent
he's
one
killed.
probably Tammy. He made him thrive.
But come on, Tammy or Mesut Ozil. Come on.
Okay. Can't compare it now. Tammy's like 23.
You sure well can compare
He
it.
hit Ozil in his prime.
And he killed him.
So what?
You
No, he
mean, so
didn't
what?
kill him. He was great at Arsenal. Arsenal.
Arsenal. Mourinho coached Arsenal.
No, I said he was great at Arsenal after. He didn't kill him.
No, but did Madrid, benefit, or did they lose because of that? Did they do better?
They kind of lost, I think.
No,
They didn't really do well with Mourinho. They brought in a totally different gaffer.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Ancelotti
Yeah.
that came in after and then
Yeah.
had this free-flowing football?
Right.
Thing is, the game's also evolved too. Like, like a few years back, the number 10 would usually be the guy that
Yeah, you don't see 10s now.
would have the opportunity to be that free flow
Yeah.
kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Do what he
two
wants
number
type of
10s
player.
at number 8s now.
Maybe that was the
There you
start.
go. Now it
Maybe
starts.
Maybe Mourinho started that wave where 10s are not useful anymore.
But now he
Get rid
doesn't,
of Ozil.
now he plays with 2 10s.
No, 2 10s at 8 position.
Yeah.
They're not actual 10s.
Mourinho?
Oh, no, thing. I was talking about United.
Oh.
10 out.
Well, Mourinho plays now with Dybala and Pellegrini almost like behind the striker as like free flowing 10s.
We'll see.
Yeah, the game evolves, and you can't have a bozo playing free roam, right?
It depends. Like if you know the player has quality and you have, it depends on a lot of factors.
You need high IQ.
You need high IQ. The coach has to see the player. The player has to know what's better for the team. Is it better for him to do the position, the thing that what the coach wants, or is it better for him to free roam? Like there's so many things. But as an individual player, yes, obviously you want to play in freedom. You want to do what you do want to do. You want to express yourself. But at the end of the day, football is not just about the players, it's about the whole team and about creating, winning. So if a coach thinks you're better off doing a system role than free for all, like it might not work, but
I got a good
It
example,
happens.
actually.
Ooh.
Prime Alan Pardew.
What?
He used to play free flowing, but it was only good for so long. The honeymoon period, that's true, Geordie would say. It was only good for
Free
so long.
flowing football?
He just let the players do what they want, but obviously he wasn't a good manager.
But is that a lack of IQ from
Exactly,
Pardew?
that's what I'm saying. It depends on the team.
Maybe it's a lack of IQ
Go on,
from the
lads.
gaffer.
Have a kick about.
Because what's he doing now?
I don't know, but that's my example. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't work for every team.
It's a lot of factors. It has to be the coach has to be a big part of it. Player has to be a big part of it. The team has to be a big part of it. The players around the player has to be big. That's why you see like a gaffer like Ancelotti letting his players do whatever they want because they're world class players. He's a world class manager. It's a world class team, world class players. I mean, what can go wrong with giving them freedom?
They lose.
If they're in the system, I don't think they'd lose either.
Hmm?
If they're in a
should.
system, I don't think they would lose either.
They were under a system with Zidane.
Yeah,
It wasn't-
crossing Ancelotti.
Yeah.
It wasn't. That wasn't.
So it's a hard. That's
still
a
winning.
team where like you can't really. It's a team where you can't really
Can go wrong.
go wrong. So like you can't really take that as an example type of thing because like
It's fair.
those world class players can do it in any system, in my opinion.
Speaking of freedom, world class, and systems, Atalanta's top of the table. Is this shaping up to be the best Serie A season in a friggin' while?
Well, from
Looks like it.
Roma losing to Udinese
4-0.
4-0, getting the pummeling.
Juve barely surviving.
What
Napoli being Lazio, but barely. Milan beating Inter. Yeah, it's been crazy. Atalanta 13 points top of the table right now with some makeshift team with Gasperini. I said it on the pod with the Bella Bros and the IFTV boys. Gasperini's the best coach in the Serie A, but
You think so?
he is. He's been losing his best players every year. This year he lost Freuler and Ilicic.
retired. Crazy.
Like those are two key players, and he's still
But he's got Koopman minors.
Koopmeiners, yeah.
Scored a hat trick.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He switches players like it's nothing.
Who? Sorry.
Koopmeiners.
Koopman
Dutch.
minors.
Well,
I
for
mean,
me,
not
not
Dutch,
like-
not from
like-
the Netherlands.
Like for him not to be a world, family household name, like that's crazy.
You don't know Koopman minors?
No.
He's a
That's the
talent,
second
man.
time
Maybe,
scoring in the league, bro.
maybe that just says more about your ball knowledge.
I
He's
don't-
talent.
Where did he come from?
AZ Alkmaar.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I was just gonna say.
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
They're
Not much
these-
people know that. Like,
No, but I only know him because of
that-
he's been playing for Atalanta for a couple years now.
I think last season. he
Yeah,
came.
couple,
yeah, but
one
that
and two.
tells you like, for the gaffer to be doing that with that
Oh, yeah.
team is like that's crazy.
Not maybe. I don't know who else would do it. Like Pioli kind of did it.
Pioli's a good gaffer too.
Yeah.
Do you guys see this being a better season than last season?
Yeah.
Last season
it
was
starting
pretty good.
off?
Last season was pretty good too.
That's why. Do you think this season could be even better than last season?
all the top teams are losing to top teams now. So it's not just Inter and Milan just keep going, but like it's gonna be all these teams. Even Juve, once they start getting players back, I know they look like shit, but once they get like their better players back, they're obviously gonna do stuff. It's not gonna be nice football, but they're gonna win games. But yeah, this is gonna be crazy, dude. Right, Milan?
I think it's gonna be a good season. I mean, but I still got Milan winning the league.
Yeah.
Leao, man.
They do look the best right
that
now.
was
in
a
my opinion.
statement game.
Yeah, he played-
Even going behind to start the game too, and then to
Yeah.
come back like that and just
no, Inter after that goal, they couldn't do anything after.
And a lot of people saying that Inter have one of the best defense in the league. Skriniar, Bastoni,
They
De
do,
Vrij, and then Leao making them look like fools.
Make a mockery.
But that
A
just
little-
shows you how good
But
Leao
like,
is.
like a little freaking body feint and him a little touch, like he just has him gone.
Dummied him.
Shows you how good he is.
Does that you were saying? I think during the live that the people, the Serie A defense is not as good.
Not
as
as
it
good
was
as it
before.
used to be.
No, who said that?
You did.
I did.
Well, I said it and you agreed.
No, yeah, obviously. But what are you comparing it to? Like Maldini days,
that-
obviously.
is that-
No, but even like
No, but
I think
in general,
even,
because,
like 5 years ago, you think of Serie A as like all this
Yeah.
mighty
Oh,
defense.
like
Serie
in that
A,
way.
Serie A is known as
Oh.
having
yeah,
the
yeah.
best defense or being one of
No.
a very defensive league.
No,
type of thing, no?
Juve. The Serie A has been bringing in like
It's been changing now.
attacking managers like Gasperini, Italiano. They had
Allegri,
I was gonna say
yeah,
it
they had
now.
the guy from Sassuolo. I forgot. De Zerbi.
De Zerbi.
He went to Shakhtar. But they're just bringing in these young managers, kind of like the Bundesliga. Bringing these young managers that just play attacking football. Not just been attacking football. I think Serie A had the most goals scored in the top 5 leagues last year,
I think so, yeah.
but also like probably the most goals against. But that makes for an exciting league,
Well,
and that brings
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that brings in views
Has the quality of the league lowered, or all the teams just kind of mid?
from like the past 5 years.
Sure.
Past 5 years, it definitely got better. Like all the other teams got better.
I think like it kind of had a shift where before it was just Juventus who had like a really strong team,
Now teams
whereas
are-
now they have like 5 or 6 like just mid teams. They don't really have like a world beater team,
Yeah.
like a team that you could say this team is
Mhm.
going to be favorites to win Champions League. This team's going to make a Champions League run. Because I don't think you look at any team in the Serie A and you think this team's going to make a run deep in Champions League. But they have like 5 or 6 teams that they're going to have a bloody good fight for top 4. And then sure as hell, like you're not going to want to have one of those teams in your group for Champions League, right? Like you're not going to want to come up against Juventus in your group because, even though they haven't had the strongest start to the season, they're a team that can show up. And I don't care how good PSG have started the season, Juve can go in and they can, easily win that game like 2-1. Just a scrappy game, but they know how to get a result. Right? And that's the thing with some of these Italian teams is they can go out there and they can get a result. So they're tough to play against.
they can. It's like they can easily win as they can easily lose.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like it's basically a hard game to bet on,
Yeah.
right? But you can say the same thing about like the Prem too. Kind of like high goal scoring games. A lot of teams are starting to equal out. Like look at Brighton; they're up there in the league now too. So like,
Yeah, they've been decent. Newcastle coming up.
right? La Liga is looking like it's more of the harder league to score in now. No,
They're playing old Serie A ball. That's what they're playing. Just park and
the
hope.
smaller,
hope for a
the lower
counterattack.
class teams. Yeah. Well, no, it's looking good in the Serie A. Like it's very exciting to watch. As someone who doesn't never watch Serie A as heavy as before, I watch a lot more definitely now, and it's interesting to see like football in general in the Serie A. It's like it's quality. There's a lot of quality there.
Oh yeah, bro.
I would say so.
Speaking of quality football, the most quality football there is the UEFA Champions League.
Yeah.
And it is back again for another season. And we got predictions for match day 1. Ring it up, brother. What are the matches?
Bring it up.
Bring it up, his
First
actual
game,
brother.
Dinamo
Quick.
Zagreb, Chelsea. I got Chelsea winning 3-0. Gonna be an easy game for them. They are playing away, but they'll still win easily.
2-0. 2-0. 2-0 for me. Yeah.
For who?
2-0 for Chelsea.
2-0 Chelsea.
I got 2-0 as well.
I got 3-0 Chelsea.
Okay. Next game, Salzburg versus Milan. Salzburg at home. I'm gonna say Milan is in hot form right now. Confident after the win against Inter. They're also gonna win this one, but it will be 2-1 for Milan.
I agree with that. I think playing away might, bring their little momentum a little bit down, but they're still gonna win.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Milan. I think Leao will will be a little bit too much to handle for Salzburg.
This is his first season in the Champions.
Second. Last year they had a death group.
Oh yeah,
They did play pretty good, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll
Like last season he didn't start off strong. Like
He kind of came
came
hot second half of the
second half
season when they
season,
were out
so-
of Champions League already.
So this season like he's in the Champions League hot. So we'll see
Yeah.
how that is. It's gonna
Yeah.
be different.
I'll say 2-0 Milan.
I got 2-1 for AC Milano. Getting the season off on the right foot. It's go time, baby. Knockout stages.
All right. Next
Knockout
game,
stages.
Celtic versus Real Madrid. In every group stage game, there's always an upset, and I think it's gonna come for this game. I think Celtic 1, Madrid 0. Celtics at home.
Damn.
What, Dan's here?
Huh?
Dan?
Celtic, huh?
I don't know. That's good.
Always
That's
an
a good
upset.
shout. Yeah, there is always upset. But I'm not. I don't think there's gonna be upset this one. I think Celtic are gonna score, but it's gonna be 3-1.
I got 1-1.
Damn.
Tie game, eh?
That's my third 2-0 in a row. I'm going to go 2-0 again.
Madrid or Celtic?
Madrid, yeah, Celtic.
The games at Celtic Park,
Mhm.
Yeah.
arguably the best atmosphere, home atmosphere in football.
I'll be there.
They just ran the Old Firm derby against Rangers 4-0 at home.
Jeez, and Rangers did
Some
well
light.
last season.
That's the old bloody Firm. So, and you know it was Firm. So,
How firm?
with that said,
Hey, yo.
As firm as that badges on his jersey.
with that, you can't even tell. But with that said, I got Madrid winning 2-1.
All right.
Not bad, not bad.
Moving along, RB Leipzig, Shakhtar Donetsk. RB Leipzig at home. I'm going to have a cheeky tie, 1-1.
2-0. 2-0 for me, Leipzig.
I'm going to go Leipzig have been poor to start the season. I'm going to go 2-1 Leipzig. I think they kind of start to turn it around.
Say a goalless game, 0-0.
I'm going to say 2-2 at the draw.
All right. Borussia Dortmund, FC Copenhagen. I'm going to have Dortmund 2-1.
Dortmund, man. Failing me in my bets recently.
What do you mean? They've only
Shit,
lost
come on,
one
you
game
look
this
like
season.
I'm at you, man.
Nah, it's gonna be.
We're missing a lot of players. So
Yeah,
just so you
that's
know.
why it's still gonna be 2-0.
I'm going to go 1-0. 1-0 Dortmund. Clean sheet, just like we've been doing all season, but we're just missing a lot of forwards, so I think it's going to be tough to score 1-0.
I think it's going to be easier to score than you think. I think it's going to be a pumping 4-0.
Dang.
Wow. Got a Dortmund fan on the couch here.
Jay.
I know FC Copenhagen are coming off a great season in the Danish Superliga. But
Doing a Danish Superliga fan.
but nonetheless, I still got Borussia Dortmund winning 2-1.
Nonetheless,
Bloody
baby.
decent, bloody decent. Up next, we got bloody Sevilla versus bloody Manchester City.
Bloody.
I got
Bloody one's
you,
gonna be
bloody. Bloody you, bloody.
I got City winning against Sevilla. Sevilla's been kind of having a poor start to the season. Only 1 point in their last 4 games. City dub 3-1.
Oh, Haaland is gonna eat.
Really?
Calling
Eating some tapas?
5-0.
Jeez. Okay.
I got 3-1 City.
Sevilla's not even going to get a shot in that 3-0 City.
No shot on that.
Damn, at home too. That's crazy.
I'm going to
That's
match that Hundo P 3-0 to City.
Okay.
Hundos.
Next, we got the big matchup of Tuesday. We got Paris Saint-Germain versus
Ooh.
Juventus. See, it's easy to say a thrashing will happen.
Oh
But for
God.
some reason, I feel like PSG might choke it, and we'll see a 1-1 tie.
PSG ain't choking anything. If anything, PSG is giving the choking. Hey, yo, PSG are winning 3-1.
All right.
This guy peeing over here?
1-1.
Damn.
3-0
Juve.
No, 2-1 PSG, but I want to see a Vlahovic goal.
Vlahovic, another.
The game's at the Allianz Stadium.
Yeah.
With that said,
Why is everything so dramatic in this corner over here?
with that said, I got PSG coming out of the helm with a 3-0 W via Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi. All trios getting a goal apiece.
Jeez.
Let's lock it in.
You betting on that?
I might have to for the culture.
For the
Use
culture.
state code Footy culture for a 5% lifetime rake back.
I swear you don't sound like that in real life.
Hey, it does.
All right, on to weird voices. Benfica versus Maccabi Haifa.
Bloody.
Haven't seen Maccabi play in UCL before. Probably the first time. They're gonna be shell shots coming against Benfica, playing in Portugal. Benfica 3, Maccabi 0.
I will agree with that. 3-0.
1-1.
Yeah, I was going to say the same. But you know what? I'm going to go for... They're going to park the bus the whole game. There's nothing going through that wall. 0-0.
Jeez.
I'm going to go 1-0 for Benfica. The Eagles at the Estadio de Luz. Can't lose.
Yeah.
This guy knows everything, eh?
So that caps off the Tuesday games. Wednesday games, we got Ajax
Geocacher over here.
Rangers.
That's a good game.
Ajax Rangers. Ajax are at home. 2-2 draw.
1-1.
2-1 Ajax.
Ajax lost some threat up top.
They haven't lost a game this season yet, so.
They also lost
I'll go 1-1.
their man.
It's bloody great for the game seeing two Scottish teams in the Champions League, but I got Ajax getting the W out of the win 1-0.
Ajax.
Interesting. Next up, Napoli versus Liverpool. Napoli at home.
Ooh.
Liverpool kind of choking a little bit recently.
Napoli
Napoli's
thriving.
been pretty decent to start the league. I'm gonna go Napoli 2,
Napoli win?
Liverpool 1.
What?
Hmm.
You're
I'll
surprised.
surprise.
Spatty's shocked.
Napoli are doing well, but at the end of the day, Liverpool's Liverpool and it's Champions League.
That's exactly
So
what I
I'm
was
gonna say, I want to say 2-1, but let's make it interesting. 2-2.
1-1.
El Quintador took the words right out of my mouth. Liverpool's Liverpool. I'm gonna say 2-0 for the Pools.
2-0 away.
They're at the Maradona. Napoli's on great sizzling form. You got Kvara out of Georgia
Sizzling.
doing amazing things out there. But with that said, I still got Liverpool coming out with a 3-0 dub at the Maradona.
Liverpool.
Is that your Texan accent?
He keeps getting more Texan every single
Okay,
time.
we got
he comes around.
Atletico de Madrid versus FC Porto up next. Atleti are at home. Atleti always kind of weird. Porto, we know they can cause some upsets in the group stage games. That being said, I'm gonna go 2-1 Porto.
It's gonna be a boring match. 0-0.
1-1.
Two defensive sides, but that just leads for one defensive side to attack. So
Good math.
2-0 Atleti.
2 is 1 + 1.
I like to refer to this match as the Radamel Falcao derby. Porto have Eustache on the pitch. I believe he got 2 assists on the weekend, and that's my Canadian guy. So I'm gonna give him a 2-0 dub.
All right.
Wow.
Up next, Club Brugge versus Bayer Leverkusen. Leverkusen, a little shaky start to the season. Club Brugge, I have no idea how they're doing, but they have Canadians, so Club Brugge 1-0.
I'm gonna say 1-1 in this match fixture. Yeah.
3-2 Leverkusen.
Ah, shit. 1-1.
I mean, Tejan Buchanan is making his
gosh! Can you just?
Tejan Buchanan is making his UCL debut. I seen him in Noah Lang Instagram stories just roaming around the streets of Bruges. So I'm gonna say 2-0 the Club Bruges. Tejan Buchanan UCL debut.
Yeah?
Is it?
Confirmed? You're the source?
Yeah.
South.
Source?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the source. Anyways, Barcelona versus Victoria Pilsen.
Hey, return to Pilsner.
It's going to be rough,
Woohoo!
but not for Barcelona. 5-0. Barcelona easy. Hopefully.
You gotta give them some respects. You know, can't thrash them 5-0. So I'm gonna say 4-0.
All right, fair enough.
4-1.
4-1. Who's scoring on Kunde? On Araujo?
Yeah, give
On Garcia? Never mind. Garcia's gonna mess up.
yeah,
So,
give Pilsen
it's
some
gonna-
Come on,
respect.
bro.
4-1, man.
Garcia's
4-0 is a
Garcia's
little bit
gonna
too
mess
much.
up.
3-0.
Damn.
Araujo's getting rest. Dembele's getting rest. Gabi's getting rest. But nonetheless, I got FC Barcelona 3-0.
Nonetheless.
All right. Moving on, probably the biggest matchup of Wednesday. We got Inter Milan versus Bayern Munich. Inter at home. Don't think that'll matter much. We know how Bayern are ruthless, sadistic demons in the UCL. So I got Bayern 2-0.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be a high scoring. No, it's not. Yeah, 3-1. 3-1 Bayern.
Yeah, Bayern, they've been struggling a little bit the past 2 weekends.
Yeah,
They scored 1 goal, 2 ties back to back.
but again, experience.
So, I
I
mean,
Champions League
saying
experience.
that, I think it'll be 4-1 Bayern.
Yeah, I don't think Inter's gonna score. I don't think Lukaku's back.
Not
So-
that it would really matter. But
I mean, it would. I think they would score with Lukaku, but they wouldn't win. I'm gonna say 2-0 Bayern.
Football's a simple game. 22 men battle out on a football pitch for 90 minutes. And then in the end, the Germans always win. 2-0 Bayern.
Insert ad here.
Penultimate game, we got Eintracht Frankfurt versus Sporting de Portugal. Eintracht Frankfurt at home. That being said, I got a 1-1. Tie.
you got that out of my mouth, brother. 1-1.
Frankfurt have been good, man. 2-1 Frankfurt.
Wait, who are they playing? Frankfurt who?
Sporting.
Sporting.
Oh, Sporting.
Sporting.
I'm gonna say Sporting 1-0.
3-3.
All right. And the
That's
last
it from you? Nothing else.
That's it.
A lot of
Europa
goals.
League champ
A lot of goals, man.
versus.
All right, in the last game of Wednesday, we got Tottenham Hotspurs versus Marseille.
That's gonna be a good game.
That'd be a cool game.
Harry Kane's gonna light up the UCL. You know how classy he is. 3-1 Spurs.
Marseille fans are pesky.
Not
Dude,
playing
Fans, eh?
Huh?
Not the players.
Hey man, look what
Alexis Sanchez.
look what the Frankfurt fans did at Barcelona, at the Camp Nou. So I think Marseille fans are gonna.
But
be
it's in Marseille though.
Yeah.
No relation.
No, it's not. It's in Tottenham.
Oh,
So I think that can be a big, a big push for Marseille. And I say they're still not gonna win though. 2-1. 2-1 Tottenham.
2-0 Bloody Spurs.
1-1.
2-1 Hotspurs. Sanchez goal.
I got 0-0.
Interesting. But yeah, boys, that's our picks for match day 1 of the UCL.
Yeah,
Can't wait for the games to finally start.
Let us know what your picks are. Who do you think's winning? Let us know in the comments down below. And also make sure to follow us and join actually our UCL Fantasy Premier League. We have the fantasy and the predictor, right? So the live bets.
Hey, you guys still need to join that.
The
Let
live
me know
bets,
these
yes.
guys.
I know.
I'm
I actually
joined.
still have to join that too. But yeah, make
Grip
sure to
strength.
join our UCL fan predictor and also our fantasy. We have some prizes for all the winners there. So if you join, you win those. If you don't, you miss out on those. So make sure to follow us, like and subscribe. What are these guys doing over here? These guys are holding the ball.
About to go to a kickabout. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, boys, with
And
that
the
being
Pittsburgh.
said, you know who we are?
We the culture, baby.
And with that, we out.
Ciao,
Peace.
ciao.
Later.
Later. Bye.